Hello, and welcome back to the channel. As you here for the 2003-2004 season recap of our Toronto Maple Leafs Jersey Quest Dynasty mode in NHL 2004 with Tom Fitzgerald as the player of focus, and the jersey of focus is the 2003-2004 home jersey. So yeah, see here in the July 1st free agency period after the season. So that means unfortunately we did not win the Stanley Cup, but we will kind of just get into everything, how we did in the season, kind of not the draft because I kind of just like blazed through it, but it's basically kind of regular season, playoffs, and then free agency and all that. So let's kind of just get into it. So let's go to team standings, sort by Eastern Conference. There we go. Yeah, so as you see, we finished first in the Eastern Conference with a 46, 26, 7, and 3 record for a total of 102 points, which was, yes, first in the East, second in the whole NHL. First in the NHL was the Avalanche, finished with 116 points. They won the President's Trophy. And in terms of goals for per game, it's 5.34, and then goals against per game was 4.70. So yeah, we had a pretty solid season. I think I was able to actually make it through the entire, despite the Maple Leafs having a pretty solid record this season, I was able to make it through the entire regular season without having to play a single game. So I was able to like basically keep up with their wins that they had the entire season, which is pretty impressive. So yeah, it was kind of quick and easy in terms of the regular season. But that's kind of team stats. In terms of player stats, let's look at player stats season. Yeah, let's go. Since Toronto's easy because we're like back at the end in terms of alphabetical order. So let's sort by points. I guess it's not. Actually, it's not sort by points. Right? It's Tom Fitzgerald's right here. So you can see here, Tom Fitzgerald. He was 70 overall, not really great in terms of overall. So he finished with 4 goals, 5 assists, 9 points. Played all 82 games. 90 PIMs though, so he had like 10 times as many PIMs as points. It's not great, but yeah, so not really a great season, but not really surprising. Like how many points did he actually have that year? 2003, 2004. He had 7 goals, 10 assists for 17 points. So he like basically had around half as many points as he did. He also only played 69 games that year rather than the full 82. In terms of leading scorer, like if we're gonna sort it here, you're gonna see that the scoring in this game is like ridiculous. I don't know, because it's playing on a lower difficulty because it's like a really old game, and it's like I'm not very familiar with a lot of the controls and all that. That's when I played on a lower difficulty, just to be whatever. But yeah, the scoring in this game is like insane. 182 points from Matt Sundin. That wasn't even top 10 in the NHL in scoring. So yeah. I guess since we're in this menu, we'll kind of skip ahead to free agency signings. This is like the easiest place to see them, I guess. But I mean, 2 signings, 1 forward, 1 defenseman. So here is the 1 forward signing. You can't really seem to like view like their full name from here, but yeah, Moden here. He's an 84 overall left winger. So he should slot in on our first or second line, hopefully. And then his awkward problem is because like Fitzgerald is only a 70 overall. Like he's like our like lowest overall player. That's like in the top 12 for forwards or top 6 for defense. So it's kind of hard for my system user to replace that kind of overall player with better overall player. But I just replaced left winger, so we didn't have a backup left winger like at all. So that's going to basically push down, I think it's Darcy Tucker, into being like the extra left winger. And then Moden will move up to the first and second line. And defense, we had like a plan of people, but I was like, because like this is probably gonna be a shorter one. Let's just kind of try to go a little more all out. And I went, God, I think he's gonna be all the way at the bottom here for whatever reason. He didn't play any games last season. Oleg Dverodovsky, probably just butchered his name. Apologize for that. But yeah, he somehow played 0 games last season, and he's like an 83 overall still. He's like the youngest of the 383 overall defensemen available, so I went with him. Because our defense was kind of not great in terms of overalls. We had a slightly solid forward group of like older forwards like Sundin, Nolan, and McGinley and all that. But I kind of figured our defense is not great. We had an 80, it was an 80, 79, 78, 75, 73, 72. So not particularly spectacular. So the 72 guy will move down to being an extra defenseman, and Dverodovsky will slide in. into the top 6. So that's kind of most that good stuff. So I guess the last thing really to cover is playoffs and awards. So if we go to the playoff tree, probably easy way to see it. So let's scroll right here. So I said we were the 1 seed. We placed the Capitals who were the 8 seed. And obviously that year in the playoffs, the Maple Leafs beat the Senators in 7 and then lost to the Flyers in 6. As you can see, that's basically what happened here. But we faced the Capitals in round 1, beat them in 7. Yeah, I again kind of played the games Toronto won, whatever. So that's how we ended up winning in 7. And then that's not true because I knew we were gonna win that series. I kind of was just like, all right, look, kind of how I do with the regular season, try and keep like the number of wins the same. So like I think we simmed and like we won game 1, which these Leafs had lost. So then I simmed to game 3, where our second one was, and we like lost game 2. So then I played game 3, simulated game 4 because we lost that one. Played game 5, take a 3-2 lead. Simmed game 6, hoping we would win to end the series in 6, but we lost. And then played game 7. And the East Conference semifinals, kind of like similar thing. So I simmed games 1 and 2 because they had lost those. We lost both of those. I played games 3 and 4 because that's the ones the Maple Leafs won. And then tied the series up 2, and then simmed the other next 2. So you like of all the games we simmed what is that? 4 plus. I guess that's 4 plus 4 is 8 because I simmed games 1 and 2. Yeah, so we simmed. Yeah, so we simmed 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. Yeah, we simmed 4 games and 8 games and only 1, which is kind of disconcerting, but it's kind of is what it is. And then the Stanley Cup ended up being Dallas Stars, who finished second in the West with 100 points. Beat the Rangers, who finished 6th in the East with 94 points. But Stars winning kind of has me slightly concerned because if you remember our last NHL 2004 Dynasty was our Sabres one, and the Dallas Stars like dominated that one for whatever reason. So I'm worried that should be happening again here. But so that's the playoff tree in terms of player stats of the playoffs. Let's just pull those up quick. Oh, I gotta scroll to Maple Leafs here, I guess. Fitzgerald here, 13 games, 10 plus 6, yeah, that makes sense. We had 2 assists for 2 points. In terms of leading scorer, it was Matt Sundin, who only played 9 of the playoff games. That's like injuries, like is that kind of thing, a reason why Sundin and Roberts were missing for a lot of the series and stuff. He had 26 points in the 9 games he played. So yeah, that's kind of, I guess, whoopsies. So I guess the last thing is awards. So I said the Cup went to the Stars, which is a little concerning. Hart went to Topper Tuesday, who finished 3rd in scoring with 223 points. Art Ross went to Marcus Aslan, finished 1st scoring with 234 points. Ragnar Shaw went to Ilya Kovalchuk, who would finish 2nd scoring with 224 points. North went to Rob Blake. This guy, no idea if he's real or not on the call there. I'm assuming he's real because it's the first year of the game. Bobby Lou won the Vezina. Lady Big went to Brett Hull. Selke went to Todd Harvey. Mike Modano won the Conn Smythe. Jennings went to Sean Burke. Ziggy Palffy won the Masterton. And Tom Fitzgerald won the Pearson. And then Dallas's coach Dave Tippett won the Jack Adams. Then obviously President's Trophy side was the Avalanche, 116 points. And East Coast champion was the Rangers, and the Dallas Stars won the Cup. That's kind of all that squared and settled. So yeah. So I guess considering we've like strengthened our roster in last season, regular season, we were pretty strong. I'm assuming we should make the playoffs again next season. So I guess basically we just gotta hope we match up against the Senators because their playoff swimming seems to be poor, and can at least make it to the second round again. But because Fitzgerald only has 1 year left of his deal, so next season is his last year of his contract. So I have a feeling because he's going to be, I think he was like 35, 36 at the start of this season. So he's probably again like 1 year older than that. And his contract's gonna be expiring. He's like such a low overall. I have a feeling he might end up retiring after next season. So next season will be kind of actually do or die for us, which is why I went and signed a forward and a defenseman. So hopefully we can have they'll help us improve us in the regular season, I guess, to make the playoffs again, and then hopefully, more importantly, in the playoffs, hope get us over the line in simming games. Hopefully those 3 upgrade points also I'll be able to use for various things that they might help us out as well. But yeah, so here we go. We see our free agent signings. We signed Moden to a 2-year deal and Tverdovsky to a 2-year deal. No one else seems to have signed any players yet. But yeah, so that's it for this episode. So thank you for checking it out. Hopefully check out the next episode as well to see if my prediction of Michelle retiring is true. Whether it is or not, if we end up winning the Stanley Cup. So yeah, so thank you for checking this one out. Hopefully check out the next episode as well.